Hello, everybody. Welcome to the band podcast. How you guys doing?
This is episode 4, 4 months in.
Ayo, I'm Gray,
This is Blue.
and we're just gonna be talking about things that we've experienced as the months go on of us. This is our fourth month?
4th month, yeah.
We had some big changes this month.
Yeah, especially you appearing on camera.
That's probably
How does that feel?
feels really weird because it wasn't something that we were planning to do from day one, but then once we did it, it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
I think. Like it was there's a couple of things that I think about that after I did do the reveal. There's some things that kind of worry me, like thinking about the dynamics of Twitch, but I think it should be fine. Yeah.
I mean, in real life is a lot easier for sure. We don't have to worry about all the windows, all the mirrors,
Right,
and
outside,
everything.
right?
Yeah, so when we go outside.
Yeah.
So it does help in that sense where, if I have to go to the bathroom or I have to go get coffee or something, you can actually hold the camera and talk to people with you in the camera instead of just walking around trying not to, make sure you appear on windows. So
Yeah, that was probably like the biggest problem that I had with in real life, and probably for you too, was
especially since sometimes we want to show window displays or something on some advertisement on some window, and then it's like, oh wait, but there's that reflection, I can't show this kind of thing. So
and there's so many. I think
Yeah.
I think we noticed that in the very first in real life, where the me hiding was more of a thing than the actual video itself,
yeah, exactly.
right? So that was so now that I don't have to do that, I think it's a lot better. I think
It's less stressful
Yeah.
in a sense as well, because you don't have to worry about I have to wear all black today, I have to wear a mask and sunglasses and a beanie and make sure I don't appear anywhere. And
I was wearing a fucking mask and sunglasses, sometimes a beanie in like mid-August, just so I don't get caught on
which
cam.
is like 40 degrees easy.
Yeah, 40 degrees Celsius, it's probably not safe. I had a lot of water on those days, but those, like, especially the Akihabara day, when we went to go get the PC stuff.
Yeah, that day was
pretty
so
bad.
hot. Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
So.
I think I took it off halfway because I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, I was just like, I can't. It's not worth it. So
Yeah.
I'll just be careful.
Especially since people were even pausing videos, clipping videos, and then zooming into windows and my sunglasses, and was like, oh shit, we're actually gonna have to be careful, or else people are going to be able to find you
Yeah, for
on
sure.
Windows. So
So what did you think about the actual reveal itself? You played a huge part in
well, yeah, I came up with it,
Yeah,
so I can't really
yeah.
talk shit about it, or else it's like contradicting my own idea. But
because it started off with the whole thing started off with us doing the fine gray thing,
yeah,
and then we're like, that's a good idea to kind of get started. But then we felt very quickly that it was gonna either be this really elongated thing where people just lose interest after a while, or people just, it was getting really frustrating for people, and it wasn't really fun after a while.
well,
for
yeah,
people.
the rules were, we set it as it was impossible. They were supposed to look for one dude that they don't even know who looks like. They don't even know what they're looking for. All they know is that they know your voice, and that's it. And then to look for an Asian dude.
But people found me, which is
They did. But at the
which is
same time,
crazy.
there's a lot of people out there who, they don't either have the time to just start looking, or they don't know
right
all the channels of Twitch enough, or they don't know oh, okay, they probably have this game, I should look here, kind of thing. And so they were looking for things like Fortnite, where we would never play, and yet they thought that's what we would do. And so they
Right.
weren't looking in they weren't looking in areas that we basically told people to look in, almost. But at the same time, we made it a wild goose chase. So yeah, of course, it's gonna get to a point where people aren't gonna have fun with it.
Yeah.
And so it was that's why
I'll be
I
honest.
thought it was a good time to just
I think
reveal it. But
revealing for me, because it just started off with it was just supposed to be you,
Yeah.
being the streamer, and I was just supposed to be there to help, which you've mentioned, many times. But I think there was part of me because you would be like, "Why just reveal? It's fine." And one thing was I wanted to do it in a cool way. I didn't want it to be. I was kind of hyping it up within myself, and also there was a very. I was pretty scared to actually reveal myself. I was always like, "Yeah, it's fine, it's fine," but inside, I think I was. It was a big step for me to put myself out there, because um, when they put the voice on a face, I think that's a totally different. It breaks the like the
Illusion.
illusion, some and there's a certain image like in Japan. It's kind of taboo unless you're super big for a voice actor to come. A lot of voice actors don't want to go on TV because they don't want to break the illusion. Because a lot of the times they're different genders than the actual characters. So,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
example, like it took a while for the Pokemon like Ash to come, the voice actor for Ash to come on TV because it was a woman and didn't want to break the illusion. It's kind of course, it's not to that big of a scale, but people were like, "Oh, that's not who I imagined Gray to be."
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to like hurt the channel in that way. I didn't want to like be like, of course, the people that hang out with us all the time, that's fine. But I realize now that a lot of people come into your channel, sorry, our channel, because it's one girl first, and then they hear the voice, and then they're like, oh, well, they're cool. But I was also scared that I didn't want to appear on cam, and then maybe they didn't. That would kind of lessen the people that come in, like for first when they first like view the channel, just because there's another dude there. But then again, I don't know if that's something that you give a shit about or
I honestly don't really give a shit.
yeah.
Because I mean, my at first, of course, since I was only going to stream by myself, I thought it would just be a girl on the camera.
Yeah.
But since I mean, our channel is basically us now. It's not me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we say Blueist, it's not just me. You're included.
Yeah.
So we can't be like, oh, your channel. It's our channel.
Yeah.
So in that sense, like I want, as of now, like I want Blueist to be a couples channel.
Right.
As in, we both appear on cam. There's gonna be days where I'm going to just be playing the game by myself, and I want there to be days where you're just on cam playing by yourself as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And so it's like and then ultimately, once we can afford another computer, we can actually play co-op games together, have two cameras where we're both on screen, both our gameplays are on screen, and then so people can actually watch us play. So that's why we were thinking of like for Monster Hunter, if we get another PC, or I mean, since a PC is pretty expensive, we were thinking of looking for like a used PS4, since we have another TV, we have another desktop monitor,
Yeah.
and we can hook that up onto a TV, and then maybe we can at least play Monster Hunter together, where we can only show my gameplay, but at least we can show you on camera once we get another camera, and then we can actually play together. So it's
Yeah.
like it's actually a co-op stream, not just one of us sitting there and commentating.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's my goal as of now.
Right. So we can both
So.
play like an actual co-op stream.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think that would be cool. Like that would open up all the kind of games that we could play and stuff. So yeah, that was. So do you want to actually talk about how the amazing idea? I know a lot of people that are listening, but I think if there might be a time that we might forget it, and just for our sakes, do you want to talk about how we did the reveal? Your great idea.
Yeah. So I mean, what did we do?
You already forgot.
Okay. No, hold on. I forgot. I forgot how we started off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, we started off as like I told everybody in Discord that you got a phone call from your brother
Right.
saying you had to go take care of something, and so you left, and you were gonna come back later. But like the first couple hours was just gonna be me, and then so I booted up KH, played like my own file for a little bit. I think I played for like a good 45 minutes.
It was like, yeah, I was timing because I wasn't allowed. I was in the other room. Blue said, "Give me your phone. Give me pretty much everything. All you can do is read a book, because there's a chance that, like, because I can't watch the stream, because if
Yeah.
they see that I was on stream, they'd be like, "Why is Gray on here?" It would show
Yeah.
up on the thing. So I couldn't watch the stream. I couldn't be on Discord because I'll be hanging out there, and then I'll make a mistake, and it'll, kind of break the illusion. Like, why is he on Discord?
Yeah.
So I had my phone. She took my phone, put it in the drawer, so I couldn't touch it. I just had to sit in the dark. I
Our
had
bedroom.
Yeah.
And just wait for
Yeah.
my key. My what? Not key, but what was it? Q. Sorry, Q.
Yeah, cute. And it was like, because I didn't have a watch in there or anything. All I could tell was she would say, "It's been this long. I've been streaming for this." So I had this general idea, and you said there was something that I could tell that 40 minutes had passed, or there's like I forgot what it was, but I remember going like, that's been 40 minutes. And
I think I said something like, "Okay, you guys have been watching me fail Alice in Wonderland for 40 minutes or something
Oh,
like that."
yeah.
It was like that kind of comment. Where
And
it's
I
like,
was
"Well,
like,
you guys get to watch me run around for 40 minutes."
and I'm
Kinda
just sitting
thing.
in the back on the bed, just like, I'm so excited and nervous and scared, and I'm just like shivering up, like I don't know what to do, like. And it was the next part of it, what right was I had to change the save file to my file, which was the last stage, and then we figured out before we went live that you couldn't do that unless, and this is kind of the reason why it took a longer time, was that she needed to naturally go to a save point, because you can't just press pause and go to the title screen in KH. You have to be at a save point.
Yeah. So I played a good bit, and then I went to a save point, and then I just said, "You know what? I'm gonna get a coffee," which that was the cue. And so of course, I saved the game.
Yeah.
Just left it on the save like save screen.
Yeah.
Got off cam. We switched the T-shirt because I was wearing that Firefox is greater than Blue's
Yeah.
T-shirt. We switched T-shirts. Then I of course like went and actually made coffee and took my time. Made sure I like made as much noise as I can, so it actually sounds like I'm making coffee and everything.
And the queue,
And
and then I would change to my save file, but the queue would be, because it would be too weird if I started changing the game right when she left. The queue is when she finished making her coffee, I would change the save file.
Yeah.
So that would be like a good amount of time, is what we decided. So
Yeah.
she made the coffee, and then
you change the save file off screen as well.
Yeah.
So then the first thing people saw was like, wait, why is the game just changing all of a sudden?
Yep.
And so we changed your save file, and then you just sat in my chair on camera and just acted like nothing happened with the T-shirt on and everything. I was like, okay, all right, I'm on the last stage. Let's see how this goes, kind of
Yeah.
thing. And then you just started playing.
yeah,
And chat was going crazy. It was great.
and I turned off chat, and I didn't look at the camera. I just looked at the screen, just so I could focus and not, in a way, break character. Because if I saw everybody going crazy, then I would definitely break character. So I was just watching the game, and so we had some ideas, like, just don't talk so they don't know who it is. But honestly, at that point, the reveal was already made. So I wanted everyone to know that was me as soon as I got on camera. So I just started talking to myself and getting into the game. And then after a while, Blue gave me the cue. She tapped me on the leg, and that's when I can look at chat. And then I said, it's your boy Gray. So I was so nervous. My butt was sweating so much. You have no idea. My butt has not sweated that much during that reveal. It was. So what'd you think? Did you think it went well?
I think so. I think it went well. I don't know. It was as planned, so nothing. We didn't do anything. Like we didn't mess up anything. So apparently I was too smiley, but
I think that's a very after the fact thing.
yeah.
Like, because the reveal was there, it seemed like that. Like, oh, that was the hint. But if I didn't reveal if I didn't reveal myself that day, people would just be like, she must have been in a really good mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I admit I was very, very excited, so I couldn't help myself.
Me too.
Like I was trying to be as excited. I'm not excited, but I was trying to be happy on camera as well because I didn't want to seem like bored on the camera, and so I don't know. Maybe I should have been like acting very like monotone and boring and just like but I don't know. Whatever.
I have the tendency to walk around when I'm excited,
Yeah.
right? So I had to sit down. I put the pillow on my head so I couldn't. I shut out all noise for the first 10 minutes, and then I couldn't breathe. So I got out, and I was literally just, because I didn't have a shirt on.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make any extra noise. And we made sure, if anybody that listens or watches us, we're full of technical difficulties. So we didn't want to plug out the mic
Yeah.
because we didn't want anything to go wrong. So we left the mic on. I didn't want to make any noise. We do have a noise gate on, but just to be extra sure, I was naked in that room. So when we switched shirts,
topless.
yeah.
You had undies on.
Yeah,
and
not Bucko, but
Yeah.
not Buck
Bucko,
naked,
yeah.
but
Not birthday suit.
no, but so I was no shirt, just chilling, rolling around on my bed, and just so nervous, and I just felt like miserable, like waiting. I just want to go, and then not miserable. I was really excited, but and then so we started playing. I was on the last stage of KH, right? And then it was great because you played for 40 minutes, came in, I beat Kingdom Hearts 1. It was just at 3 hours, and it was a reveal and also the ending of KH1, and the stream ended. So it was like,
It was perfect.
It was
Everything was perfect timing. Yeah.
yeah, it was really, really cool. I mean, some people might say that we should have waited for the reveal for like a longer period, but me not being on camera is not like it became kind of something like a bluest community lore kind of thing, but it shouldn't center around that, because I thought so. That's why I was like, all right, let's go ahead and just reveal myself and just do it in a way that's very bluest, I guess.
And also, since like we have Tokyo Game Show coming up next week, we figured like it would be a lot easier as well if you already made your reveal before then, because the last thing we want to do is go to Tokyo Game Show and then we have to worry about showing things because Gray might be seen in a mirror or like a window.
Right.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's one of the big reasons as well.
So that was kind of one of the biggest events, I guess, that happened to within our community in the last in this month, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of other things that I want to talk about, and it was we started off doing we started off with games, and then now we do a lot of more in real lives, right? And that's what we're talking about. And like, how do you feel about that dynamic? That's just kind of like.
Well, right now, I mean,
changing?
our plan is to do outdoor in real life at least once a week.
Yeah.
If we can, 2 times a week, right? And I think, especially since winter time's coming, we're not going to be able to stream outside as much, depending on the weather. So I think and of course, there's rainy days and everything as well. So, I mean, I think as of now, it's a good schedule, and I think it's a good balance. Because there are days when, we don't want to just sit here and play games and just be cooped up in the house all day.
Yeah.
And since we made the reveal, it's like, well, we should actually use this to go outside and do outside in real life streams as well. So I think it's good. But
We have more, because I think some people might be like, play more games, and that's like a totally fair thing. But sometimes we get burned out. Like, straight up, we get burned out playing games for. Not playing, but streaming games for hours. I think you get burned out, so you switch out. And I'm always constantly burned out with KH Chain of Memories. So, although I realize that streaming it really helps me keep going for that game.
And also, like, there's a lot of people in our community who likes in real life as well, and so we want to make sure we balance both of them as much as we can. And especially, like I said, in the wintertime, we won't be able to do it, so might as well we do it now until we can't anymore, kind of thing. So,
what's the hardest thing about doing an outdoor in real life for you?
I know you don't care, but for me, it is still really embarrassing to be outside talking to myself, to be talking into the camera.
Okay.
Not embarrassing, but it makes me really self-conscious because I'm not used to talking when I'm out walking. Right. I'm used to just being super quiet. And then when I think there are people around me who can hear what I'm saying or understand what I'm saying, it makes me really, really self-conscious.
Right.
And so that is something I'm still having difficulty with. So, and especially like when we're in restaurants too.
That's really
Because,
weird, right? That's still
yeah.
really weird. Yeah.
Because to me, like, I was in a position where I was like, if someone was really loud next to me, in my head, I was thinking, oh my God, like, shut the fuck up, was
Right.
what I would be thinking.
Right.
And now I'm in that position where
Yeah.
I am just constantly talking to people in our stream.
Yeah.
And so it's just, it feels really, really weird to be very vocal in Japan.
Yeah.
And so that is something I'm still struggling with.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that is probably one of the most difficult parts of streaming outside in real life. And so I don't know how other people do it with like actual speakers where they actually play out all the like the bit sounds and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't think I could be able to do that unless I'm really, really comfortable.
I don't think you have to do either. Like,
Right.
I mean, we've seen some streams where it plays really loud in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And they have their pin mics, so they put it up to the like if they're in a restaurant, they would put it up to the speaker so it sounds louder than it actually is.
Yeah.
But still, like if that's not something you're comfortable with, because I don't really care about being stupid on camera or just saying dumb shit, but the whole idea of like being annoying, I guess, or being really rude in public is something that I don't think that defines a streamer or anything. So you don't have to do that.
Right. Yeah.
Because we were looking into in real life equipment, and one of those JBL speaker things was one of the things. But you said for now, at least just at this moment, we don't need it because
I know there are a lot of streamers who do the thing where like they make the bit alert something really embarrassing or funny and they just do that in public, like blare it out in public, and that's like kind of funny or content kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just not comfortable with it, especially in Japanese culture. Like as a Japanese person living in Japan, I don't want to do something that's rude to other people or rude to our culture just for content, I guess. I mean, that might be a snobbish thing for me to say, but I'm just not comfortable blaring out speakers in the middle of the street or even in the train or bus or anything like that. Because it's like, well, you know, what's the, like, there, I have a limit to where I am able to cross. Just in the same sense, like, I can't just go up to, like, random strangers and ask questions. Or, like, oh, you should like, go up to a stranger and ask him, like, a question in English or something like that. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
That'd be really.
So.
Yeah. I mean, unless I was like they were very, they seem like they don't mind talking. Like maybe they're drunk and they're cheery or something, and I'm drunk too, and we have a conversation. That'd be like really hard for me to. And I don't think that's what I think in real live streams that's a fun thing.
Yeah.
For people to do, but I don't think that's something that's necessary.
Right. So I think for our streams, it is more like private tour.
Yeah.
Or like just chill with us kind of thing. Not necessarily like, oh, let's go outside and try to be funny or try to troll people in a way or try to be obnoxious. So.
Or like me doing a cartwheel in
I think that's fine.
A park where there's nobody there at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
You know, that is such a exactly what we're talking about. Do something where it doesn't really annoy people, I guess. Yeah. And that's not to say, like, I think if I was watching across the world and seeing Japan, I would want to see them do crazy things, like, if they were going shopping and someone was like, yo, you should buy this, like, I probably would be like, okay, we'll go check it out at least, and then maybe I might buy, I don't know, you know, but, I think in real life it's just, it's also very, it's very surprising, and I was talking about this last night, but how immersed the streamers are to the in real life, I guess, the streamer life, where they have like, they just bring their camera literally everywhere they go, and I'm thinking like, oh, I bet when they go to the supermarket, they must be thinking, could this be content? Should I bring my camera? Like, private life and public life doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that I also want to avoid if I can. Yeah. I do want to keep private life and public life separate, because I want days where we can go on a date and not have to worry about bringing our camera or like worrying that this could be content. Like I want time, I actually want to go on a date with you just to go on a date with you. Not just like, oh, well, we can go on a date on our way home from in real life or something
Right.
like that. Just be able to go on a walk with Anna without having to worry about cameras or go to the supermarket to get
Right.
dinner and things like that. So in a sense, like,
Which we don't like.
yeah, exactly. We don't.
We don't bring our camera when we take Anna for a walk
Yeah.
or when we go to the supermarket. Like,
Right. But my point is, like, I hope we don't get to a point where we get freaked out if we don't bring our camera around everywhere. Or we get pressured into doing 10-hour streams where we just turn it on in the middle of the day, go do everything, like, go hang out with friends, still, like, film them, go to karaoke, and then go home tipsy, and then end the stream right before bed kind of thing. Or it's just, like, a full day of streaming and full day of being in front of a camera. And then especially if we're with friends, like we have to balance hanging out with friends as well as balance, hanging out with the people online as well. And I think I mean, if our friends are okay with it, it's fine.
yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like our friends would be like, can you just get the fuck off the camera? Like, can we just hang out kind of thing
Yeah.
as well? So I think we need to have a very healthy balance of private life that we spend with each other or with friends, and then public life
Right.
that we spend with, well, our stream, I guess.
I was thinking like, if we did that, you're sacrificing one of two things: interaction with your friend or interaction with chat.
Yeah.
And so stream becomes a whole different. It doesn't make sense to us at this point, because our streams are so interaction heavy. So, because a lot of the times when people take them out for 10 hours, like they don't read most of the chat.
Right.
It's
yeah.
just there, and people are reacting to it, or sometimes they react. They interact, of course, but it's just physically impossible to keep up with a chat and keep up with pretty much two chats going on at real time in completely different contexts.
Yeah.
One person knows you from school, so they want to talk about that and then your life, and the other context is you're a streamer and people want to talk to you because you're a streamer. And another thing is these two different worlds, they're watching each other, which means they can't. I mean, you have two faces, right? In that sense, the blue that your college friends know is probably not the blue that, or there's something a little bit more different than the one that's a streamer, right? And it's just like you feel kind of this people watching you from both directions, and it's not like I'm saying you're fake or anything, but it makes sense. Like the people you grew up with know a side of you or know who you are in a different way, and it's just like you don't need to show that, or like something might slip out because they don't call you blue, or something like that.
Of
Like
course, yeah.
you're going by a different name or something like that, or something in the past that unconsciously comes out. Like you're kind of censoring each other by doing that. So that's kind of like a very interesting thing. And speaking of like keeping our bodies healthy, another big change that we did was we changed our schedule big time.
Yes, we did.
And we're kind of still adjusting to that. And I think you can be real. Like when we moved times we did that one weekend where we were moving everything earlier. It was like all the people that we really kind of interacted with, they weren't there because the time shifted. Some of them were there, but a lot of them couldn't make it. So we adjusted the stream for the week where some days are like the old times and then some days are the new times. So how do you feel about the new schedule?
Well, I mean, my job is streaming right now. So I think the time wise, it doesn't affect me as much as it affects you. Because one of the big reasons was because you had work the next day, and yet we were streaming till 2 a.m.
Yep.
And so it was really difficult for you to go to work the next day, work full hours, come home and then stream and then do it all over again. And so you weren't getting enough sleep. And so
Wait, you just said full hours, right? You just say 4 hours.
I said full.
Full hours? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was definitely taking a toll on your health. At least your sleeping health, your beauty sleep.
My beauty sleep.
And so I think in that sense, it's a lot better. We're actually getting enough sleep, and yeah. So
What do you think about like I mean, I think it's a great schedule too. But what do you think about? Did you notice anything with the viewers, the viewer count, or I don't know if it's something that you've been watching, but
I mean, yeah, it's gone down
mm-hmm.
just because we switched it so drastically that a lot of our regulars can't watch it anymore.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
On
it
some
just
some of the days.
yeah.
Yeah.
So our usual like average 30s have gone down to 20s again.
Yesterday we did
But
pretty good though.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, my point is like it's not yeah, it's gone down, but at the same time like well, do you want to worry about
Exactly.
viewers or do you want to worry about whether or not you can actually keep going or you're going to get burned out kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm really glad we were able to change, and I think we got a lot of support for the schedule change. Mm-hmm. I know some people couldn't, even the people that couldn't watch it, they would be like, "I think health is good." We have a community that kind of like looks after us, I guess, and just says, don't kill yourself. Like, make sure you get enough sleep. So I'm really happy that we were able to kind of make this shift, I guess, and still hopefully some of the days are still make sense for people. I think Sunday is the only one where we get 2 hours. We only get 2 hour break and then we go straight into the next one.
yeah, so Sundays are kind of weird where it's like it feels like we're streaming all day because it's like so close together, so there's no gap in between. Mm-hmm. So the only time we rest is in the morning or at night kind of thing, which is totally fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then another thing that I appreciated was the fact that we actually have full days off. Because before we only took half days off, where it would just be like Monday nights and Tuesday mornings. Mm-hmm. Or wait, no, Monday mornings and Tuesday evenings.
Tuesday evenings, yep.
And so even though, yes, we did rest, but it didn't feel like we really rested.
Right.
Because we're always like, it was just streaming every single day. Mm-hmm. And so to me, the fact that, like today, it's a Monday, I don't have to, like, I guess there's no pressure, not pressure. I don't know how to word it in a way it doesn't sound negative, because it's not negative. But like before, I would always have to worry like, okay, well, technically I don't have a stream right now, but I have a stream later. So okay, so what should I stream tonight? Mm-hmm. Like am I in the mood for? It's like, okay, I have to put makeup on. I have to set up for stream. Like, oh, if we're gonna do PC, I have to turn off Elgato or like PS. Like I still have to turn the
switch on. You don't have to put your streamer switch on.
Yeah, I still have to think about, okay, what do I have to do in a couple hours to stream. Mm-hmm. But now it's more like, well, we can actually like rest. Today it's like, okay, well, what do you want to do together?
Yeah.
Or like, what do you want to do? Like, is there something we can work on, like podcast?
Mm-hmm. Where bit alerts.
Bit alerts. And then still, even when we're done with this, we can go back to playing like, games we want to do, or go watch TV shows, or spend time with Anu.
Yeah.
So it's just we have more private time to spend with each other, I guess, and that really helps me, because I thought that's what we were really lacking at first. Because even though streaming is really, really fun and we are enjoying streaming, I did feel like a lack of time I could spend, just private time I could spend with you.
Yeah.
So, because it's just every single time, every time we would just take, my train of thought just kind of failed there. But I mean, the days off, we would always just talk about streaming, and that was it. Mm-hmm. And so I think for me now, it's good for me too. It's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, I'm really bad at chilling. That's the problem. Like, I'm really bad at just not doing anything. I always want to be doing something. I mean, I have a free day. I'm going to try and, like, catch up on all the work that would be the first mindset that I get into. The things that I couldn't get into. And then that would be, like, a half-day thing. Half-day off, because I only had a half-day off. But now that I have days off where, I mean, I'm working. But I'm working on, because you have the full day off, and then for me it's I go work and then I don't have to stream after that, so it gives me more time. Like, I don't really think of it as okay, let's try to push in as much work anymore. Like, and especially because it's a Friday, one of the days are Fridays, it just gives me more time to relax, and it's I don't have to think about like work. So it's a lot better now that we have full days, and you can, and of course for you have a full day. So, because you're always going to be thinking about the first stream. That morning is going to be thinking about the first stream from the time you wake up to when you go. So it's not like we have free time and then we go stream or anything like that. On days that we have streams, the only time that you can rest is after the stream, not before. I think you're always kind of thinking. So, well, I'm glad we can take 2 days off, even though I'm making you do this podcast. I thought we needed to put one out because it's the
we did.
end of the month, and we've been working on the bid alerts.
Well, especially since it's a day off for you today, so
Trying to
probably
get
good
as
time.
much.
And then next week I have like a modeling job, so I can't really be here for a couple hours during the day. So yeah,
Wait, next week also a national holiday?
yes. So you have the day off, so you could stream if you want.
I'll be stream. I can stream from KH.
Yeah.
With everybody. I could do that. I'm kind of scared though to stream on my own. Yeah. So like, I think one of the things that we've noticed from the first month to fourth, going into the fourth month, is like, how do you feel about people interchanging, or the community interchanging? Because people have changed. Like, we have different people, new people compared to our first month, right?
Well, I mean, it is kind of sad to see people leave, because you notice, because it's like, oh, that guy left, or like, oh no, that person left. They were so active. But at the same time, you have to understand that they have a life too, and sometimes they realize that there's maybe another community that they like better than us.
Yeah.
And that's totally okay too. And so,
Yeah.
of course, it's going to be normal for people to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And so the people we have right now, they could also leave in a few months' time as well.
For sure.
And so it is sad, but at the same time, it is also exciting when we see new people come in and then they're really active, because then it's like, oh, okay, so these are the new guys,
Yeah.
kind of thing. New guys will stick around for the next few months.
Right. And
So.
and I think the people that leave, if they're not on bad terms or something, they'll come back and they'll come and check once in a while. Like we've already experienced that a couple times. And it's really nice when they come back. I'm like, oh, that's so cool that you guys are still going. It's the community's still growing. So it's not like we're on bad terms, and it's something that we can never take personally if somebody leaves
Of course,
our channel, our server, our Discord server, or whatever. And it also just shows the fact that we notice, or we it's just, to me, it's proof of how much we interact with everybody. And I think a lot of the times people just don't notice, but we make sure that we know. We won't mention it, but we have, when people leave and when they come back and stuff, like, we notice, like, I wonder, how this person's doing, and oh, they're not here anymore. Oh, that's kind of sad, but okay, that's fine. That's just what it is. And it's, again, so cool to see new people come in, interact with everybody, and I kept saying we gotta not put more channels up, whatever, and I'm still adding more channels. It keeps growing. We try to organize it, but it's still growing. Like, the more and more channels. So I don't know. I like it, but I'm just scared. Like, today I woke up, looked at Discord, and everything had a notification on it, pretty much. And I was like, holy shit! Like, for somebody that came in for the first time, this is so much to take. Like,
it's very overwhelming.
Yeah. It's the learning curve of our Discord server is kind of like, people want to quit. Like, it's the first stage of Neo.
Yeah.
If they can't get past that. Once they get past that part, it's like, oh, this is cool. Like, I know where to look for exactly what I want to see. But that first part, I think, is really overwhelming for a lot of people. And I'm thinking of adding new channels soon, so that'll be make it even worse. Do you think, like, is it something you want to do in the future? It's something that you want to do with Twitch, the Discord, something like that, like?
Well, I already explained what I want to do. It's how we're both streaming.
That too.
But that's my biggest goal right now, because I watched my brother and his girlfriend play, and I thought that was so cool that they were both on camera. And then, I mean, of course, it was only her screen, but if we could get both of us, our gameplay on the stream, I just thought that'd be more fun for people to watch. So my goal as of now is to get another camera, possibly another PS4, get another copy of Monster Hunter, and play Monster Hunter together. I think that'll be really fun as like a first co-op game, because I'm like super into it right now. So Because, I mean, we played Monster Hunter together on 3DS for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not that long, even. We only did like a few first monsters before we're like, okay, well, we can't play on like 3DS anymore. And so we had to take a break. And then Monster Hunter World came out. And then we were talking about how we would like to play together. And so if we can find a PS4 that's for cheap, maybe, we can get it. So,
For sure. I'm really excited
yeah.
to get, because getting a second-hand that means that one person will be playing on the projector and then the other person will be
Maybe, yeah. So
playing on the
whoever
monitor.
is streaming, like whoever's gameplay we stream should be on the computer and stuff. I mean, I have it figured out.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about it later. But
I have it figured out.
I have it figured out. But yeah, I mean, like we updated our wish list, so we have another
Yep.
camera on the wish list and everything.
So you're already
And
kind of
so-
moving towards that.
Yeah, because
that goal.
another thing that I noticed that when we're both on camera, it's really hard to capture both of us on one camera. And so in the end, even when we're not doing co-op games, I think it'll be better if we have two cameras.
Yeah.
So then we can actually like show both of us, and we have a green screen, so it will look prettier,
Yeah. So
more professional.
more professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the in real life indoors when we do it by the bookshelf. I
Yeah.
know it's a colossal move to move all this stuff, but because what people don't see on stream is, we have a couch and stuff, but when we move everything over to the couch, it's, oh, please work, like, and unplugging one thing and plugging it back in does sometimes just like ruin everything for us because we're just not so good with this. But I really like that aesthetic. We were thinking like use the green screen, and I took a picture of the bookshelf.
It
and
looks
I thought
so bad.
it was such a shit photo. Like the photo itself is not bad, but when you green screen it, it's just like such a meme. And I thought that'd be funny, but and then nothing beats that the couch feel. And like our room right now is like, it's one studio, it's one big living room, and that's pretty much it. We don't have like individual rooms, but there's this huge desk in the middle of it, and then a couch that we pretty much never use anymore, and then the bed. So like we have this kind of there's like a line. It's like split in.
Our living room is not a living room anymore. It's just a cramped office space with like a couch that you see in like break rooms, just in the middle, in the corner of the room.
Right.
It looks like a break room for an office.
And then there's
green
green screens
screen.
in the back, and then we hit our head against it every time.
Yeah,
and
it's so cramped, but like whenever we pull back from the desk in our chairs, we knock over the green screen. Like, I mean, it's bad. It's pretty bad.
Our living space is pretty, but it's cool because we have all the stuff, and it's like we get to use it for stream. Like I think this is like we asked for it honestly, and I think it's great. But
I think someday we should find an apartment that actually has like an extra bedroom or something we can convert into like a streaming room.
Right.
But that's like 10, 20 years in the future. But
Yeah, and if we have enough money to actually make the move, like from
for sure, yeah.
that's the only way I would justify it. And I don't.
Yeah.
We're not complaining about all this stuff. This is.
Oh, no.
We use everything. We use everything that we got for donations to utilize the stream, and we appreciate everything. And so it's just we weren't expecting this. We were trying to be creative with the space, but it's.
I mean, at this point, it's more like it's not a house that you invite guests to. You can't have house parties here. It's more like they walk in and then they see just desks and a bunch of computers.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what the fuck happened to your apartment kind of thing?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but
I just feel bad because Blue keeps hitting her head on things and hitting her foot, and she's just like, "Fuck!" So
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's I feel bad.
my toes are bruised.
I think it's fine though. I think as the stream grows, we'll keep growing, and like, I think it'll be more fun. So
For sure.
what are you looking forward to besides that? Next month, is there something that you have a goal or something that you want to like, you're gonna aim towards?
Oh God, I don't know if I have a goal.
It could be general. It could be like a general, like, I want to be able to sustain this. I want to, like... Is there anything in your mind?
Well, by next month, hopefully I can at least like be done with Nier and Final Fantasy, so I can move on to like Final Fantasy 14. I would like to play like an MMO on stream because I've never done that yet.
Yeah.
I think that would be really fun to do. That's one of the things I'm hoping to do next month.
Okay.
That's my goal for next month.
All right.
Is to get Final Fantasy 14 working.
That's cool.
But
And I am still on my way to beating all the KHs. So this month I'm gonna finish.
Chain of Memories.
If I can finish Chain of Memories this month, I pat myself in the back. That'd be good. But I don't know how long it's gonna take. But still, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat all the KHs before KH3. I'm not gonna get burned out. I'm gonna do it. So I'm ready. So it's
Yeah, because you still have a Spider-Man to do too.
yeah. I mean,
So-
I've been waiting on that for a bit, and so, but we have other games that we want to play. But for me personally, KH3 is all the KHs before KH3. So which
Because
one?
we still have what God of War and Octopath Path Traveler that we
Yeah.
have to stream, and we haven't even gotten to those yet. And then I still have to stream Slime Rancher too.
Slime
So-
Rancher.
Which I love that fucking game. It's my chill game when I'm like super pissed or like I'm just I need something to take my mind off of something. I just go and collect the little smiley like blobs and it makes my day so much better.
You get so into Slime Rancher.
I know because it's so fucking cute. It's
you-
addicting. It's just like a very simple Harvest Moon where there's no romance, but all you do is you collect these cute little slime things.
you can't romance the slimes.
No. And then you feed them, you collect their poop, and then sell. Like, the poop is money for some odd reason. And so you just send it off, and yeah. It's great.
You should be like you should be the person that explains the game for everybody. You collect slime poop and get money.
Yeah. It's great. It's
Make
great.
a YouTube video on.
Yeah.
You should get Slime Rancher because you collect slime
You collect
poop.
poop. You collect slime poop.
It's really nice seeing you play Slime Rancher. And it's really peaceful. And then on the side, I'm just like, God damn it, fucking KH is. I keep losing. Like, nothing is more frustrating in KH than losing because I don't have enough cards, and I
Yeah.
can't do anything. And the enemy has like just no health left. Like, it's so annoying. But yeah. By the way, if you guys been hearing static, I'm sorry. There might be parts in this episode where you guys hear some static coming from the earphones. So sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully next is what? Next episode is month 5.
Month 5.
Hope to see you guys soon. Hopefully
Yeah.
we're still alive in the streamer world. And
Yeah.
hopefully you can see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.
Yeah. Bye, guys.